Buenos motherfucking dias. Hey, Vic, you got your, I hear it's something in the background, I think. What's up, guys?
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, now you're good. Yeah. What's up, Vic?
Okay, yeah, I'm good. I had the football game on, but I muted it now.
Oh, it's good. Who's playing?
Everything's cool, man. Ravens and the Browns.
Oh, I see. I thought it was the what you call the fuck, was that team?
College?
No. I thought you were the LA team, the crazy the Raiders. I thought it was the Raiders. Sam, what's going on? Suzanne, how you doing? Daggy boy. I thought it was the Raiders playing or something.
No.
Who else is there? What's up, everyone? My first live back 2025. Good to see everybody. I'm sorry I didn't go live yesterday. Hey, what's going on, Paul? He said U.S. football sucks. Well, listen, you guys call soccer football, so that's kind of weird to me. Okay, all right, so let's keep it funky. Yeah, I got family that came. I think it was 2 days before New Year's, something like that. They've been around, so I'm gonna try to keep this not to go too long. They leave in a couple of days, so I went out to say hi to everyone. And hey, Kane, what's up, Kane? Good to see you, Kane. Kane had a great live today. I was over there chilling. Yep.
Yeah, I like that topic, bro. I just didn't have time to go up there, but I would have liked to gone up there and
he
talk.
comes up
It's a
with
good
these great
topic.
topics. Yeah, he reminds me a lot of you when you were here full time. Well, not full time, but more time in the beginning.
Yeah.
You always came up with great topics. You know what I mean? So I kind of missed that a little bit. But
Yeah, that was a good one, man. Yeah, Paul catfished me, but I'm okay now.
So what's your take on that topic? Friends on YouTube? Is it a real thing? Can you really find friendship on YouTube? I don't. For me, before you say anything, I found real friends on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's not impossible. I think it's because we're in a drama community. They say, "Oh, there's no two friends here. People will backstab you." I think it's just because we're in a drama community. If I had to.
Well, I think first of all, you got to define what you mean by the term friend, right? That's the first thing. I mean, I've met a lot of people through the years, man, on YouTube, and I don't do other social media, and I have a lot of acquaintances. I don't consider anybody, an enemy or anything like that, bro. That's just not how I roll. I mean, I've had people have beef with me, and I don't agree with everything everybody does. But it's like in real life. I mean, we know a lot of people, but are they neighbors? Are they acquaintances? Are they friends? Right?
Yeah.
And I mean, and like I was saying the other day when Kiwi passed, and we say, oh, it's just YouTube. I mean, I still sitting in my garage, man, and I was crying because I wouldn't say he was a friend, but he was somebody that I knew. I mean, I consider you to be a friend. I consider you to be a friend, Brian. Begrudgingly, Paul. I mean, because friends are people that.
Yeah.
To me, a friend is somebody that when times are tough, you got things going on that you can count on.
Exactly.
Mr. B. Mr. B's been a friend of mine on here for 3 years. And there was times, where we would, he's like, hey, Vic, I know you're going through it. Let's talk on Discord. And we talked for 3-4 hours about our lives. And, so I consider him, same with Broad Liz. I mean, there's certain people that I consider, to be, real friends. And there's Spike. I mean, I probably know him the least out of the people we're talking about. But, I would have no reservations meeting any of the people I just talked about, in person. I would obviously be armed if I met Paul, but the rest of you guys, I would be, Smitty. I consider Smitty to be a friend again, even though I don't know Eddie. Eddie. And the things that we've talked about. So
shout out to Eddie. Yeah. I agree. And
of course, my best friend, my best YouTube friend, Marie Cook. I can't forget that. That is my.
She is the best.
I mean, I consider her to be more of a friend than probably 99.9% of the people I know in real life because of the conversation and things.
I'm feeling some type of way about that one. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm not gonna lie. I'm only kidding. Everybody. Who doesn't love Marie? You know what I mean? Everybody loves Marie.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, that's my friend. Cynthia. But,
Yeah.
So
somebody
I don't know. So that's just one. And some people are just acquaintances. You know what I mean? Would I loan him $500? If that's directed towards me, I don't lend anybody money. So no, I just don't do it because that's how you lose friends is by loaning them money. So
that's boundaries for sure. I can't actually
boundaries. I got my boundaries.
Yeah, the question was, have I found friendships? Like, I've never in my real life, and I honestly, I mean this. I've never had any type of while I have family members and friends that are deep into drama, they gossip a lot, they never involved me. So I've never been on the other side of that. You see what I'm saying? So when I came here, I wasn't used to the environment. You know what I mean? It's a little different from real life. It really is.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to admit that.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh,
so
100%.
In real life, if you send somebody a message, it's probably gonna die. You know what I mean? Your friend or a cousin or family. It's probably, no matter what happens, that message is not gonna be sent around or anything like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference between real life friendship and YouTube friendship. You see what I'm saying? It's like you think you know these people, but you know what I mean? So yeah. But you live and you learn. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I think. Listen, I think Kane. It was kind of bumpy when he came in. You know what I mean? I would go there. I didn't really try to coach him or anything. I said to myself, let him go through the motions, and I think he'll figure it out. And I think he's figured it out for the most part. You know what I mean? So shout out to Kane, because it's not the easiest place to just come in. It really isn't. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you cringe at times. I see new people come in and I cringe. I'm like, geez, okay. I know what they're gonna, I know exactly what's gonna happen. So yeah. Now let's talk about I want to send a shout out to Quick Vic, wherever he's at. I think we as a community, or the people that know Quick Vic, we've been a little bit worried. So if he's listening, and contact me, contact Vic, contact somebody, so we can know that you're okay. And we're praying for you, whatever happens. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but we haven't seen Quick Vic in a while. So
right. I second that sentiment. Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Vic Ferrari have scoured the earth, so to speak, and nothing's come up. But I don't want to jump to conclusions. So at the end of the day, anything's possible. Hey, Kane, Corso Mom is back in the building. It's good to see Kane. Good to see you, City. Define character friendship to call someone friends. So yeah, factors. For sure. Yeah. Trust is a big factor. But believe it or not, at the age of 55, I'm not a know-it-all. So I'm still learning. I still want to learn. You know what I mean? But being human behavior is something that it's kind of I've never really met people that quite like how can I say this and not sound like an asshole. People are really aggressive with words here, if anything. You know what I mean? They express themselves with words, and if anything, I avoid now that I've been here for a while. I avoid the conflicts by ignoring those words that trigger words. You know what I mean? And that's how I get
right.
through. And Vic has counseled me a lot through this. You know what I mean? And I think I'm doing well. I think I'm like a C minus probably, right, Vic?
No, you do. Hey, from the time I met you till now, you're an A plus.
You're being generous. You're being generous.
But the bar was set very low. That's like, oh my God, man, what's up with this guy?
Thanks, Sam says he's second.
Yeah, but no, it's just it's just a whole just funny subculture, because I'm not a gamer or anything like that. So I'm not, I never got into the whole like threatening and I'm gonna pull up and you're a bitch and a cunt, and I'm like, whoa, man, people don't like talk to me like this. What the hell is going on? Or people don't talk to other people like this. I was over watching the stream today, and it's like, Jesus Christ, man, you guys are just screaming about banging your your own mom and all this stuff, and I was like, oh man, where I come from, you don't talk like that to people, man.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. You know what Mike Cerrone always said, you know what, he won't say it to myself in my face. I agree with him in a lot of those cases. People will only say that on here because there's a computer between you and the other person and miles, you know what I mean? So I do agree with him with that. You know what I mean? It's only here that people don't. Yes. And by the way, there is a lot of great people in this community. They're not all shitbags and gossipers. They're really good people here. And even the people
I
that
won't.
gossip
I
about it.
won't say that there's. Yeah, I won't say that there's nothing in all these years on here that I've said that I wouldn't say to somebody in person. But it's
Right.
very very little if there's anything. I off the top of my head, probably back when I was originally in the Vegas Valley days, probably some of the things I've said there. I
Mhm.
I wouldn't say.
Oh yeah, I got 100. I got
But
100 of those.
you know,
I wish a lot. I would
but
have said a lot of things, but
but
yeah,
other than
good.
that, yeah. But other than that, I don't. Not very. I mean, not certainly nothing I've ever said to or would say to Cerrone. I wouldn't say to his face. I mean that
Yeah, I think me
because
and
I
you have
don't
talked about.
generally talk about hurting and
Yeah,
offing people. I don't talk like that. And if I got
yeah,
that mad, I would say it in person. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't know. That's just me. But
yeah. Me and you have talked about being our true selves on here and speaking from the heart
yeah,
because sometimes we do filter ourselves because
right,
people would take it, and I don't like that. I don't like filtering myself. I don't like I
right.
like to be myself here on here. You know what I mean? I got people watching, and I'm like, I don't want them to say, "Why do you act little?" And I'm just a little cautious, overly cautious sometimes. You know what I mean? So it takes away
Well, we
from
got to be a little more politically correct. We can't.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
to a
some
certain
of the
extent.
jokes we say and things just aren't appropriate, and people, take them wrong.
Yeah,
I don't have. There's not much that offends me, and so even in real life, I got to be careful and realize that not everybody's as you know.
yeah.
Uh, liberal as far as jokes and things that I am, and people get offended or and those kind
Yeah.
of things. And
If anything, I've
I try
learned
to
is
especially on people's panels. Yeah.
yeah, if to read the fucking room. You know what I mean? I had a hard time in the beginning.
Mhm.
If you watch a lot of the Vegas Valley stuff, a lot of times I'm not talking. I'm learning. I'm soaking it in. That's why I landed. You know what I mean? And forever, and no matter what I do
Good
for the
night,
rest of the
Kane.
time on YouTube, they're all okay, Kane. Yeah, all right, brother. Thanks, bro. Thanks for stopping by. I will forever be attached to that somehow. You know what I mean? People
Yep.
wondering if talking. Listen, I'm not going to answer any questions. That it's just stupid to me at this point. I'm not going to pound the table and say
Yes.
I'm not going back over. I don't have to prove anything to nobody. I said I wasn't going back.
Right.
I'm gonna keep to my word.
Right.
But whoever does go back, I'm not going to judge them either. You see what I'm saying? That's my past,
Right.
and good
Right.
luck with that. But I'm not going to keep talking about something that I just want to move on from
Yes.
that. You know what I mean? Because people do
And
bring it up.
that's the thing mistake I think people make. I mean, and I've made it a couple of times, but I'm not making it again. Where somebody comes up and is like, "Hey, you got to answer for being on Angels or being on wherever," and I don't know an
Yeah.
explanation to anybody where I am.
Oh, I'm done with that.
You know,
2025. Go fuck
I'm a
yourself. If you want to talk about anything about Vegas Valley, I don't know. Go in the archives. It's
weirdo and a
all there, I
supporter. Fuck
guess.
it. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, it's all good,
Yeah.
right? I don't have to explain to
Yeah.
anybody anything.
If you want to assume things or you want to
Mhm.
twist narratives and whatever, hey, whatever is clever, you know what I mean? Whatever makes you happy. I know what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? And until further notice, you know what I mean? I don't think I'm 55. I don't think I owe anybody an explanation at this point. Yeah.
Right.
But
And that's it.
I think
And
I
I've
paid
done it
my
before, and I'm not doing it again. That's it.
yeah.
I'm not.
Angel, everybody here has a regret. Some people are trying to feel. Yeah. Some people do rub it in. Some people rub it in. I'm used to that though. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna keep complaining about the same stuff over and over because it just adds fuel to the fire. When you start pointing things out that people are saying, they have the right to their opinion. You know what I mean? I've learned that, and to fight that, it's stupid. You know what I mean? You're really beating your head against the wall to try to fight an opinion of somebody's opinion of you. I think it's idiotic. So let them say what they want to say. You know what I mean? I move on. But 2025, I renamed the channel Angel Reacts because I do want to. I've been watching a lot of stuff. Well, not lately, but I want to do a lot of different things here. Watch some videos, react to some videos. I want to buy another computer desktop that I already picked out, and it's an investment, I guess, of sorts. So once I get there, I just enjoy the journey. I appreciate everybody that does come by and hit that like button for me and Vic, Samsonite, Daggy Boy, Lovely, all the people that come by, Mr. B. I appreciate the support. Trust me, and believe me that I do appreciate the support from the Philippine community, from the Indian community, especially. Y'all new to this community, and y'all adapted well. I go visit you people, and you guys visit me, and it's been a great relationship so far. But I do have a Sarong video.
All right. All right.
Let's get back to business. I do have a Sarong video that Kane made. And I want to talk about Sarong a little bit too, because I think that's run its course. I've never thought about this until somebody emailed me, and I kind of realized I don't want to push anybody to the edge, especially if somebody's out there taking time out and it's not on YouTube anymore. I want to give people benefit of the doubt. I know what you're going to say. I want to give even he deserves the benefit of the doubt that he's working on himself. You know what I mean? Only time will tell. But I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, just like anybody else would. You know what I mean? I was talking about him on Kane's that I think his biggest problem has always been the opinions of people. The chat drives Mike crazy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
reading chat.
If he can overcome that, I think he'll be all right. But I've said this before.
To get to your point, I think that the drama. To get to your point, I think that the drama.
Listen, you got to believe in people. At the end of the day, we're all human beings. You know what I mean? Let's not forget that. You know what I mean? We're going to stumble, say things, fuck around, and do some questionable things. But at the end of the day, we're still human. Even Mike, he's Sarong, the Mr. Wanna Be a Cop and this and that. He's even, yeah. I mean, if he's working on himself, good for you, Mike. Go for it, bro. You can do it. What can I say? You know what I mean? I'm going to encourage that. If anything, if he doesn't do it,
that's a good point you make, though. That's a good point you make, though. If somebody's not on anymore, and we're still going after him for whatever, even if it's in jest. I don't hate Mike. A lot of it's in jest, and I wish he would get whatever help he might need, be it physical or otherwise. But if they're not here and we're still kind of on them, that's not really. Yeah, that's not really right, I guess. But
exactly.
I don't know.
And that's why I'm going to stir away from him until further notice. I announced it last time, and I'm going to play this video because I think it's one of the. This is from last year, so I can't put it up because I think he wanted. I think he wanted to prove a point, but who knows? I can only imagine a new Mike coming back and being different. Different how? I don't know. Who knows? I'm laughing
at Samson. Nice comment, man.
I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt. So let's watch this. I think this is from last year, though.
I call it light trolling. When you troll somebody lightly, like Sam was saying, like you troll somebody like
sweet
funny,
dreams, baby.
I don't know exactly how to put it. It's okay, but people are getting medieval with this stuff, and they're like, I was on a panel, and then people are talking about
to what you were saying that people do go a little far. I've even gone too far. You know what I mean? I've even said mother things, and you know what I mean.
That's from Pulp Fiction. That's from Pulp Fiction. We're gonna go medieval on his ass.
But you think I like acting like that? You know me. You know I don't like that type of stuff. You know what I mean? And not even I should have more control at the age I am. I've been here for a while, and I still haven't conquered this. I still fumble and say things I don't fucking mean, but it's only being human.
My ex-wife and her relations with somebody, and then my kids' names. It's like, that's not cool, you know. And the person is letting it happen and laughing at it and putting it up on the screen. And the reason why I'm doing it is I'm exposing this.
That's another thing, Mike. You can protect yourself. Do not put it on channel owners to protect you. You know what I mean? I think that's one of his. He lacks in that. because he thinks he brings entertainment to a channel, which you do. You're entertaining in a way, but you don't have to rub it in and kind of just be bothering the manager. Look what they're doing down there. That's kind of stop that. You know what I mean?
But he sets himself up for all that. He sets himself up for all this. I mean, I don't talk about people's kids. I don't even go to ad hominem attacks. But on the flip side of it, if I'm gonna be up there with somebody and they're gonna start in with me like that, then I'm gonna come back at him. And we got introduced to Mike. Yeah. Whether you want to say it was threatening or whatever he does with women, and then what he said to Kiwi and you about you guys are gonna die and about the grave, it's like, okay, you want to play that way? Then we'll play that way.
I agree with that. Mike has done. He's done everything you wrote there and more. He has. You know what I mean? But Vic knows how I am. I'm very forgiving. I'm very not. I don't want to say naive, but I do believe in people. I do believe. I have this belief, and most people will know why. I'm not going to go into depth why I'm like that. But I don't give up on people. It's just part of who I am. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I can actually forgive and forget. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's see what else.
The piece of garbage that they are.
Well, other good.
There you go. There you go. Now he's saying they're a piece of, the piece of garbage, right? So there's Mike.
There
you go. You're all trash.
I told somebody that I would try to get him up here just to, I don't know, just have a conversation. No trolling, no nothing. I'm not bringing up a whole panel of dog piling. If he wants to, he's not obligated. He's not. I've talked a lot of shit about him too, so I'm not in. I'm sure I'm not on his friends list. I'm not on his Christmas list for sure. But if he wants to come up here and just to see where he's at, you know what I mean? Fine. If not, continue on. You're behind the scenes. I saw you in chat. Good luck with all that. And you know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with fixing yourself, bro. Take time out.
So,
it's sometimes you make it easy, Mike, because they get to easily justify it because of whatever happened in the past. So everybody gets a free pass attacking you because of whatever you said at what.
And I think Sam is absolutely right about that. I think the energy is this. If it's Mike, you can say anything, and obviously. Well, you're punching down, you know what I mean? So yeah, but he does bring this type of energy around himself. He kind of acts for it.
Whatever point in history, and that makes that really gives them a free pass. But it's childlike mentality. It's like, they poked me first. That's why I poked them. It's a childlike mentality.
If you go tit for tat in this community, you'll always lose. No matter, listen, there's no winners in tit for tat. It just isn't. Somebody's gonna look awful. Somebody's gonna say something. Like you go head to head, one upping somebody on an argument here, especially here, or you're never gonna win. Mike, he's never gonna win an argument here because somebody's always gonna go, maybe remind him of something in the past. So it's almost unfair.
Berto always wins. Yeah, Berto always wins.
It's almost unfair. It's just not even. It's not even fair at this point. You know what I mean? It's like shit.
Mentality.
Yeah.
Sam, it's beyond that. They're talking about sexual relations with relatives and
that's so far.
Passed away relatives and stuff.
Anyway, I'll leave it there. I think you get the gist. You know what I mean? It's not an olive branch that I'm extending. I don't know what to call it. I don't see him on YouTube, which is a good sign to me. I don't want to. The second thing is that he's something about his health or something, and God forbid, I don't wish that upon him or anybody. So I don't want to even think about that, and I don't think so because I did see him in chat. He was in chat, and I think he's made an appearance on Jeff's. I want to say. Oh, actually, I do have a video him on Jeff. Yeah, he was on Jeff. Matter of fact, he looked. I don't know. He looks like Mike. I don't know. It's not. It's no change. I can't.
But remember now, let's not forget the fact that he went over to that other sector of those women that were, grieving their missing and dead children and talked about being a therapist and all that shit. So I'm just saying, I mean, things like that cross, these imaginary lines that we put out. But my lines that I put for myself and my boundaries aren't imaginary. They're fucking real. And when you do shit like that, and I'm not saying that. I mean, I forever condemn the guy, but it's like, let's not cry victim that everybody's just picking on me and I'm an innocent bystander in all this, because you're not. Now stop the chicanery, and then maybe it'll go. It's just, I mean, going all the way back to, all the way back to when everything happened with Vegas Valley. What did I tell you? Just stop talking about it. Stop the thing. And the people that did that recovered pretty quickly. The people who still wanted to fight and argue are still going through it today.
Yeah.
You're
right.
So if he just stops with the fighting back and the bullshit and says, "Hey, let's just move forward from here," they could be a lot better off. But I think things like that, don't just disappear on their own. And I'm not trying to push anybody over the edge. That's not my point. But my point is that he just needs to realize, you go to other places, then you cry because people follow you and talk shit about you, and then we find you. When I say we, the community finds you doing something like that. And that's why people follow you and warn other people to watch out for you, because you cross into this dangerous territory. If you're just talking nonsense and saying that you used to have a black card, nobody gives a shit. That's my opinion.
I think that there is a boundary. There is a thing that you there's no looking back. I mean, there's no turning back. Once you cross that, people are not going to forget. If he can, and I don't know if anybody can withstand the people reminding you at all times, and I don't know. And I told Mike a long time ago, you got to watch what you say. The internet's forever. Everything you do and say is forever, bro. And I think it went in one area and out the other. But
you also at some point have to be apologetic for what you said or did, right? I mean, in his case, when somebody at least that I've seen, I don't follow him around and I don't talk to him, but the time that I've seen, it's like, oh no, I never said that. I said I did it at church and all this bullshit. If you just say, hey, yeah, look, I was for whatever reason, I got out of pocket right there, and that's it, and then apologize and mean it and move on. But no, it's always an excuse, or I didn't say it. It's doctored. I've sat in chats and watched this man on panel say something, and then a week later say, oh no, that video is altered, when I was sitting in a chat watching him say it live.
Yeah.
So how do you help somebody like that? Is all I'm saying. That's like you saying, "Oh no, I never did all those things on Vegas Valley. It was an AI angel."
Yeah,
so I'd be like, all right, well then you don't want I don't know then.
For sure, it's a lot, Vic. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It really is a lot. To make up for that type of stuff that he says, and people are reminded that he did those things. You know what I mean? Can it be done? I don't know. I never seen it before. Mike is unusual like that, so.
The problem with that kind of thing is you got to take a good hard look at yourself and be honest with yourself first and foremost. Yeah. And it's coming from somebody in myself. I mean, I'm a liar, a cheater, and a thief, man. I just don't participate in those things anymore. But I'm still those things. Just because I live a different lifestyle doesn't mean I can't go back to that right immediately if I'm not careful.
Yeah, I think Sam has a great point. Mike, he says, Mike Strong is beyond help because he's helped now. His brother's making his ass up, so session victim. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And
I don't know. I don't like to say that anybody's beyond help, so I'm not going to say that. I mean,
with an apology is an apology, anyhow. Yeah, I think I agree. Yes. I have to agree with Mr. B. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You just can't apologize. Yeah, you got to change it. Yeah, an apology that's not.
You got to change behavior.
You can tell it. I mean, you got to come correct. You got to come sincere. You got to come head down and humble yourself. Now, since some people, I think the egos are too big. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But listen, this is a channel that somebody it's called Nikki Howard. I want to play this for people. It's really funny. and I got other riddle stuff that I want to do. And like I said, I want to get a new computer and everything, and I'll go into that more in the next slide. Prairie, how you doing, Prairie? Good to see you. Sorry, yeah, all right.
Only get to see the bedroom, huh? I feel so special.
You should. I don't just let anyone see my Ashley Furniture Home Store bedroom set.
And why is that?
Well, because I know that
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. You're gonna love this place.
Ow. All right, that's
Beep beep.
that's ow. Ow. Ow.
Oh.
Ow. Jeez, what are you? Sorry.
What's up?
I gotta stop this every like 35 seconds because obviously this is YouTube. So.
It's just that it's just a bit sensitive down there, just because it's my.
Wait, you're not one of those girls who likes it rough?
This is so funny.
You know, I thought I was, but I guess I'm not. So.
Good to know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hello? 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 Oh my God, you scared me.
I scared you?
Yeah, I thought you left.
You told me to be gentle.
And I appreciate that, but a little more.
So what, split the difference or?
That would be great, yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna drop the link to this. It's
Can you
funny.
just like talk to me while I'm down there? Because I feel like I'm flying blind in the trenches.
Yeah, okay, if you could just not refer to my genitals as the trenches, though, that'd be better.
Copy
for
that,
me.
General.
Okay.
You like that?
Ow, no, maybe down. That's my leg. So, up.
How about the foxhole?
To the
About the
left.
foxhole?
More. A little more.
Ow!
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Honestly,
If
though,
you
that
ha-
was like.
If you have to be told and guided like this, never fucking mind. How about that?
The best it felt for me.
That was you.
Look, I'm
I
sorry.
can't believe this. I feel like I'm filleting Goldilocks.
What?
First it's too hard, then it's too soft.
It's actually not a terrible.
You know, I've always been like just right. No, I'm serious. Okay, I've done this a lot of times. I've gotten no complaints.
Really?
What? You don't believe me?
No, I do. I just, I just don't believe them.
What? You think every girl I've been with has faked it just so I won't feel bad?
That's so fucked up. That's just making him feel less bad.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm
No, you know
sorry.
what? You have no idea how easy you have it.
What does that
Like
mean?
anatomically speaking, you just have it easier. I have like 3 things down there. 4 if the mood strikes. It's all very
I gotta agree with him on that.
easy to navigate.
Yeah,
You
I'm
have like a car wash. Like you got all kind of moving parts and you get lost after a few minutes. Which way is up? Which way is down? How do I get out of here?
What?
You don't. No one knows. And every car has to be washed differently.
Okay, am I the cart or am I the car wash? Because I'm confused now.
All I'm saying is be a little bit more gracious because you have no idea what it's like to be in my position.
Okay.
Oh, you think I'm lying? You will never understand what it's like until you're staring a vagina in the eye.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Please record your message.
Hey, it's me. Look, I just wanted to call and apologize for the other night. I had no idea. It is just
she's going down on the girl. You see that? I don't know if you got that.
like a
Yeah, that's what.
Shut up and sit down.
Yeah, it's a great channel. The name of the channel is Nikki Howard, guys. If Mr. B is here, can you drop that link for me? That's a great channel. I've been binge watching the whole for a couple of days now with my sister and my family. She's just funny as fuck, man. I think she should be on TV doing something. Future star for sure. Now I have this video that I pulled up. 17 riddles that will awaken you better than a cold shower. And I got 12 riddles from the Bright Star. What is it? Bright Spot. Oh yeah, that's another YouTube channel. They do a lot of riddles and stuff. Reveal your personality. That one's kind of I don't know. What else do we have here? Oh, okay. I got an update on the Hawk Tuah girl. Remember the Hawk Tuah girl? Let's watch this for a second.
Imagine going viral for a single phrase.
Now this is almost sad. What's going on with this girl? It's this was posted 4 days ago.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
One day, you're just another internet sensation. The next, you're at the center of a $490 million crypto frenzy.
Dude, this girl is famous for all the wrong reasons, Vic. You know what I mean? It's like she was a nobody about what, 6 months ago, bro? Now she's all over the fucking place, bro. But not for a good.
This is like the 2025 version of Monica Lewinsky.
Yes. You know what I mean? Monica Lewinsky had to change her name and everything, bro, because she's always gonna be known as what? Yeah. She's gonna be the girl that suck Bill Clinton's dick. Damn. The fuck?
Her fame exploded overnight, and before anyone knew it, she launched a meme coin called Hawk. In just hours, its market cap shot up to nearly $500 million. But then, just as quickly, it all fell apart.
The Hawk Tuah girl launched a meme coin. Everybody lost their money, and people want her thrown in jail.
Investors watched helplessly as their money evaporated, and the accusations started flying. Was it just the wild unpredictability of crypto, or something more sinister? Insider trading, pump and dump schemes, and an influencer way out of her depth. This is the story of a viral moment turned financial nightmare. It all started with a simple street interview in 2024.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
You gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
The delivery was confident, offbeat, and absurd enough to be instantly hilarious. The crowd erupted in laughter, and the interviewer was stunned. It was a moment of pure internet gold, a perfect storm of randomness and humor. The clip hit social media, and within hours, it was everywhere. TikTok exploded with remixes and reactions.
Oh, you're gonna get them this. I mean, dude, it's no turning back. See, once you are a internet sensation or whatever you want to call it, listen, she was famous for the Hawk Tuah thing. Now she's infamous for the whole shenanigans with the Bitcoin.
Instagram meme pages turned it into content fodder. The phrase Hawk Tuah took on a life of its own, slapped onto memes, shirts, and viral challenges. News outlets picked up the story.
One song Jay-Z's in, it's like, concrete jungle, wet dream tonight.
Twitter threads dissected the humor, and Haley found herself thrown into the bizarre, unpredictable world of viral fame. Strangers recognized her on the street.
Well, anytime you hear Hawk Tuah, Vic, you know what I mean? You're going to think of this fucking girl. I wonder.
I still think of the Catch Me Outside girl. I still think about that. Remember that?
Yes.
From, I think it was Dr. Phil or whatever, right?
I mean, you can't run from this. Yeah, I mean, she will have to move to another fucking country. Shit.
Brands reached out for potential partnerships. Her follower count skyrocketed. But here's the thing about viral fame. It's like a firework. It explodes brilliantly, lights up the sky for a brief moment, and then fizzles out. For most people, that moment fades, and life goes back to normal. But Haley Welch wasn't ready to fade into obscurity. She wanted to capitalize on the spotlight.
I think she rebounds. If she does the right thing, she rebounds. She really, I don't know. Give the fucking money back. But people, the trust factor, she's going to have to earn that trust.
She stepped into the chaotic world of cryptocurrency, and in doing so, she ignited a whole new kind of firestorm. Little did she know, the stakes were about to get a lot higher. Haley and her team announced the launch of a new cryptocurrency, the Hawk meme coin. A coin that promised to capture the humor, energy, and sheer randomness of her Hawk Tuah moment, and turn it into cold, hard cash. The announcement hit social media like a lightning strike.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
It was absurd. It was ridiculous. And it was perfect.
How did you not invest all your money in that person, Angel? I mean, the credibility is just oozing off the screen. I mean, come on.
I do blame the people that fucking even invested though. Don't you think they're idiots?
Yeah,
man?
what the
Come
fuck?
on.
Yeah.
I think the highest one was 100,000 or 50,000. The guy and on the video, the guy was complaining, and I'm like,
who's her team? They mentioned her. They mentioned her team. Who the hell's her team?
Yeah. I think it's the people. I think it's the people that gave her the idea to do the whole fucking thing. That's her team.
Yeah, her team. Yeah, I'd like to see her team. What they maybe. What was that one dude that used to come on here and talk about if everybody in the country donated like 10 cents a week, we could get out of our national debt? Remember that guy? He used to hang out with Dave and Hannah. Remember that dude?
I don't remember that guy.
I can't remember his name. Somebody will remember.
Was it he's going to start
starting Bitcoin? Yeah. Right.
Hey,
I'm in, man. I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Atlanta girl, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. She has a new cat, by the way. She has a great, I've seen your cat.
And no happy ending.
and welcome Omar's Cookery Show. It's a cooking channel. Yes, I do watch a lot of cooking channels, people. Yes. Yeah.
Is that the one you posted in your community post, Angel? Because I went to that one. Was that this one? You posted one, and today go check this out, and I went over there, but I'm not sure if it was this one or not.
Yeah. Well, if it's not, we connect with that one. That was a great cooking channel too. I'm hooked on cooking channel. What can I fucking say, man? But what was I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, the people that gave money. Listen, you can make a Bitcoin, I guess. Out of nowhere, just started out. It seems like it's too easy to fucking make. If it's too easy and if it's suspicious, don't fucking put your money into it. How about that? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Goes out the window. Fucking greed. It's the greed. What's going on, Bart?
Bart Robinson, Atlanta girl.
Where hype, influencers, and the promise of instant wealth drive people to make impulsive decisions. It worked for Dogecoin. It worked for Shiba Inu.
Yes.
Why not Hawk? The hype machine roared to life. Within hours of launch, the Hawk coin's value skyrocketed
to a $500 million valuation almost instantly before cratering and basically losing everyone's money.
A strategy where insiders pump up the price with hype, only to
sell. Oh no, that's the one. Culture, foods, different taste. That's the one I went to, Angel.
Yeah, that's a new one. Yeah, for sure.
That's the one I went to. Yeah, that's the one I went to.
Basically, all of it, they distributed it to select wallets that somehow, conveniently, did not pay for the tokens. And within 15 minutes of the coin actually launching, majority of the tokens were sold off, causing the value of the coin to fall by over 93% within minutes of it launching.
Was the Hawk coin really a scam? Or just another example of the chaotic, high-risk world of meme coins?
This is what you call a cautionary fucking tale, people. You know what I mean? If it seems suspicious, if it seems odd, I don't believe in none of that Bitcoin. Some people say it works, some people, I don't know. I wouldn't put my money into it.
Whispers of a pump and dump scheme began to spread. Blockchain
pump and dump.
Analyzing the transactions. What they found was suspicious.
Isn't that a fucked up term? Pump and dump.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, anything that involves a pump and dump scheme, I'm out. Automatically.
I can agree with you. Pump and dump.
Yeah.
Damn.
What if I called you, Angel? I was like, hey bro, I got this thing where we can invest. And it's a pump and dump, man. Are you in? You in, Angel, for some pump and dump?
Oh, no. No. I'm too busy pumping and dumping my bedpan anyway. I can't help you.
Yeah, pump and dump. You know, I'm automatically out. Now, I don't care if it's a Hawk Tuah girl or who the fuck it is. I'm out.
Yeah. Happy New Year's, Atlanta girl. Happy New Year's to everybody. I forgot if I didn't say Happy New Year's. Good to see everybody once again in 2025. Just do something big. Just do something different, people. That's what I'm aiming for. A lot of things. If it'll happen, I don't know. But if I don't try, at least I'll be disappointed with myself. So let's go.
Timing was too perfect. Insider trading accusations began to fly. Was there a coordinated effort to pump the price up and dump the tokens at the peak?
Do you do anything with crypto?
Now, you see what Pop Fry just put up there with the crypto? Now, this is the dangers, okay? I think crypto is going to crash and cause the next depression after Trump and Elon more people to invest on pulling out in 2027. Okay, so I'm going to assume that Pop Fry has invested in this, and he should know. So yeah,
he said he said up here that he had a ton of something. Shiba Inu, whatever that is. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good spiritual mind. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, imagine if it affects the economy. If it affects, I mean, it's dangerous. I don't know.
I do a lot.
Hey, speaking of pump and dump, man, has anybody seen Julia around?
Oh, yeah,
Is she around anymore?
What do we used to call them? Ladybug said it the other day. What was that? I used to sing this song. I used to call them, what was that thing we used to call them?
Bottom. Oh my God!
What was it? Something bitches. Something
bitches, right? Yeah, I forget what it was, but yeah.
I can't believe she remembers.
Oh, that's right. We're not supposed to make fun of people that aren't around. I forgot.
Yeah. You gotta follow protocol.
Oh man. That's it thing. That was one of them, but there was another one too.
Haley.
Bottom ass bitches or something like that.
Bottom down bitches. That's what it was.
Bottom down bitches. I think that was it.
I think ditch big is the worst thing you call a woman. Listen, the cunt word, I think is horrible to call a woman. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. But ditch big's got to be one of the worst terms ever, man. Jesus Christ.
Welch denied everything. She insisted she hadn't sold a single token and that her team was innocent. But the damage was done.
There's a law firm called Berwick Law that's actively looking for people that
lawyers are involved. How convenient.
Lost money on the Hawk token. Like they're headhunting. So yeah, Berwick Law, they said this on Twitter. They want people to reach out to them if they lost money.
The trust was gone. Social media turned against her.
Basically, this coin was launched and then very quickly lost about 90% of its value.
It went from a $500 million market cap to a $60 million market cap in 20 minutes.
A cluster of 10 wallets associated with the dev wallets owned a staggering 97% of the supply.
A bunch of insider trading happened. People bought into it for millions and millions of dollars. They pulled the rug out from under everyone that bought into it. They kept all the money. They kept all the profit from the fees, and everyone that bought into it lost all their money.
The same followers who had cheered her on now demanded explanations. Was Haley a victim of bad advice? Or had she knowingly led her fans into a financial trap?
SEC is going to come for her ass. There is no way that's going to slide.
Well, once it's in the hands of the courts, you're going to find. I think this is a good. Listen, if anything, like I said, cautionary tale. When she goes to court and she has to testify, because she's going to fucking turn on her team, like you said, Vic. She has a team. She's going to turn. Well, once she sees that she's probably going to do some time or something like that. I think everything will be exposed. Everything will come to the light.
You might get in some serious shit. Okay, see you later. Bye.
One thing was certain. This wasn't just a market correction.
Oh, really, Pop Fry? Damn. Shit. Yeah. Shit.
It was a financial bloodbath. And the fallout was just
Willow.
beginning.
It's still in circulation, and you can still buy it, but it's down 87%.
Correction exposed more than just the dangers of meme coins. It revealed the fragile, dangerous reality of internet fame mixed with the promise of easy money. And things were about to get even uglier.
What did Podfry get suspended for? What the fuck did he do?
I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Accusations.
Great question. I know he does an interesting lives, dog. He gets on his bike and he shows us parts of LA that people haven't seen.
Yeah, I've never seen anything scandalous on there.
Yeah, me neither. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I mean,
Copyright strike, maybe that's about the only thing I could think of. Music or something,
Yeah,
but
if it's a suspension,
I don't know if the only thing.
it's probably a couple months or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know if I dropped the link. I don't think Popeye does panel, but if he wants to come up, he's more than welcome.
No, I'm just curious what he did. I've never seen anything bad on his thing.
But just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated, there's an actual like.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Investors claimed that a group of insiders, possibly including Haley Welch's own team, had dumped massive amounts of Hawk tokens at the exact moment the price peaked.
Who made it were holding on to basically all of it. They distributed it to select wallets. That's
I got a guess. Guess who it is.
Yeah, unfortunately I look, so I know who it is.
That's right. You got powers.
Yeah.
Gregory, what's going on, Gregory?
Fuckers.
How you doing, brother?
Not much. Angelina. Angelina.
What's up, Greg?
Not much, Victoria.
You just. What are you trying to say there, Gregory? Because last time I looked, I saw a ding dong. What's all Angelina and Victoria stuff?
Now you be nice to me. Now, I would tell that to go get after you. You know.
Okay.
Be nice.
Okay. How you been? You been good?
Good. How you been? Until now.
Absolutely.
And,
see, he comes on panel and trashes us, Vic. That's his.
I told him what he said.
Come up here and call me a liar again, and all these.
You're
things.
a liar. What to do?
You're almost like Birdo at this point. You're almost like Birdo. You don't respect any skills. Birdo. The infamous Birdo.
From now on, you guys have to call me King Gregory iTalk. You know that? We have to call me Master.
Icon?
Yeah.
You said it?
Yeah.
I don't even want to ask what that means. That seems kind of odd. I don't know. But let me finish this off.
Somehow, conveniently,
He's
did
part
not
of the
pay
girls of
tokens.
iTalk.
Within 15 minutes of the coin
Thank
actually
you,
launching, majority of the tokens were sold
Ladies
off.
of iTalk. Ladies of iTalk.
Yeah, he said it really weird. It sounded like I cocked. Can you blame me? Shit.
That's how you say
Value
it.
of the coin fall by over 93% within minutes of it launching.
The timing was suspiciously perfect, too perfect to be a coincidence. Screenshots of wallet transactions began.
I didn't mean it as a low blow.
And circulating on social media.
One dude is even claiming that he lost over $70,000 on this alleged rug pull.
These weren't random investors cashing out. They appeared to be early holders, people who got in right at launch, and they sold right before the collapse began.
A percentage of the entire token supply, they say 17% a few times, so we'll go with that, was offered to inside.
Anyway, you get the gist of it, man. That girl's in trouble and she don't know how to get out of it, man. It's a crying shame. I don't know if to play this one video that I wanted to play.
Hey, let me ask Gregory. Gregory, what do you think about pump and dump? Are you for or against pump and dump?
What is the head of pump and dump? Never heard of that.
Hey,
yes, pump and dump.
We really need your.
I never heard of them before.
It's just messed up. It's just I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Hold up. Widow said I was comparing Alberto to it. Okay, I can see.
Oh yeah, that is pretty low. That's pretty low.
That's pretty low. That's pretty low. You're not like Berto. I take it back. I take it all back. But I found this channel, which is called Brightside, and it's I think you sent me this, Vic, right?
I wonder why.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think you did. Let's see how the people like.
Oh, is this the personality? Is it the personality one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, I think it's good.
In the future, I'm gonna be just playing random stuff, and then I'm gonna look back at the streams and how the reaction, just to see how the subscribers like what I'm putting out, and that's the way I'm gonna go about it. I'm just gonna play random videos about random topics and play by ear, I guess.
You
For help here. These riddles are to be solved as fast as possible. Look at these two people. Both
Now, before they answer the riddle, I'm gonna stop it and I'm gonna ask Vic and Gregory now that he's up here before it's revealed.
Yeah, I don't think I saw this one. I think I sent this to you, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I went through a whole list. It's a big channel, so I went through. I just kind of picked. I picked
actually risking his life.
Okay.
Which person is it?
So who's risking their lives here? The guy with the cane or the guy on his phone? Chat, you can join in too. Who's risking their lives? The guy with the cane, the blind guy with the cane, or the guy with the phone?
Vic.
I think it's the guy with the phone.
The guy with the phone? All right, let's find out.
The gentleman with the cane is out of danger. He'll figure out that the edge of the cliff is ahead with the help of his cane. As for the man engrossed in his smartphone, he might not notice the edge of the cliff and fall down. While swimming near the shore, Mark has come across 3 young ladies. What the guy doesn't know is that only one of these women is not a mermaid. How can he understand who is who?
How? Any answers? How can he tell?
I thought mermaids couldn't speak out of water or something like that. Is that what it is?
That's the first thing I thought too.
I don't know.
All right, let's find out.
But I'm not sure.
Well, the answer is quite obvious. The guy should dive and check which one of the girls has legs.
It's so fucking stupid.
And which 2 are sporting tails.
Damn,
Look at these 2 doctors.
Basically, he just had to put his head underwater and check if she had fins or something. All right, let's watch this one.
Attentively. Only one of them is a real vet. Which doc is it?
What was the question? Which one's the real vet from this?
Which one's the real veterinarian? Yeah, I think it's the one on the left, I would think.
I mean, but it's not much to, there's not a lot of clues, I guess.
What's the talking about?
The one with the glasses? I don't know.
The real vet is wearing gloves.
Oh, the freaking gloves. I didn't see that. All right. So
there's Joe.
Especially the
That's me. That's
right.
Each of these 3 prisoners is hoping to escape one day, but one of them might do it in the near future. Which one is it?
The 4th one.
The one on the far right.
No, the 4th one.
Which one? What was the question?
The 4th one.
I say the one on the far right.
The 4th one.
Which one will escape? Will possibly escape first?
The 4th one.
I want to say I'm gonna go with the one reading because I don't know.
Nah. The 4th one.
The guy who's peacefully reading a book must be planning an escape.
Yes.
Do you see that poster on the wall? It's likely covering a hole. Look at the
That's so obvious, right? When he says it.
ground right beneath it.
That's Shawshank Redemption. We all saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Maria got lost in an enchanted castle.
Ooh.
While looking for a way out, she entered a room filled with similarly dressed gentlemen. They were all cheering for the king. Oh, maybe he could help Maria get out of the castle. But how can the girl figure out which of these men is the king?
How can she figure out? The one, I guess the one with the smallest penis. should make them all take their pants down, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. They all look alike to me.
I don't know. Yeah. King Gregory.
King Gregory. There you go.
No, yeah.
The king is the man on the right, sitting next to Maria. He's the only one who's looking out the window while everyone else is looking at him.
Now, how the fuck were you
What are they doing?
Oh my god!
Why are they moving their hands like that?
They're all looking. They're all looking at her. They all want a piece, while the king is
What are they doing, man?
taking care of his kingdom. Yeah, he's taking care of his kingdom.
Greg?
Looking out the window.
What? How come I'm what?
Might be gay.
How come you play with yourself? You.
What the? All right, Greg, behave.
Whoa.
In search of a treasure, you come to this crossroads. Which direction should you pick to find the treasure?
To find a treasure, which direction would I pick to find the treasure? All right, the one with the no rocks or nothing. It would be easier to find. All right, that's my guy.
Yeah, the one to the right.
Yeah.
The answer is actually carved on the stone.
Oh my God!
Turn the inscription upside down, and it'll say south.
You know, I'm gonna punch my computer. I swear, I'm gonna do what makes it wrong.
Yeah.
David woke up in a hospital with no memories whatsoever. Soon, 3 girls rushed into his room. Each of them claimed to be his only sister.
Uh-oh.
Can you help David figure out which of these ladies is telling the truth?
What the?
The one in the middle.
Are those the mermaids?
The one in the other hair.
If it was humans and not cartoons, you could probably tell a lot more. But from this, it's really hard to tell. I think it's the one that's crying. I guess the one that's
no.
I don't know.
The one in the other one.
This one looks sincere.
Wait,
I guess he has that sincere look. Which one is the sister?
On the other hand,
ask them all to pump and dump, and whichever one says no is the sister.
I think it's the other one. Angel. I go for the other one.
David's real sister is the girl in the middle. Look, they both have identical birthmarks on their hands.
Jesus Christ. It's an observant type shit. All right, I could pick one more.
I could tell her behind her butt.
Michael was diving when he realized he was about to run out of oxygen. He saw 2 caves nearby. Which cave should he choose to have a chance to survive?
Any cave, any hole. Just get out of there.
He should opt for the left cave. Have you noticed those bubbles of air coming out of it? It means there must be some dry land inside the cave.
All right. Check out Bright Side, guys. It's a little frustrating to watch, I guess, a little bit. I don't know. I got a couple more.
There's a little bit different than the one that I sent you. It was like you see a picture, and then depending on what you see in that picture is a personality thing. I thought that was interesting. This one's a little bit different.
I do have. Let me see. I might have that one still. That's the first one you sent me, right? Yeah, I think so. I do have that.
Yeah, or Greg. I was gonna say, or we could just talk shit to Gregory, but he left. Bring him. Come on, Gregory, come back up here.
He's a little aggressive lately. I like Gregory, but he's been a little aggressive. I don't know. I can't tell if he's playing sometimes. So I kind of just let him be, because I don't know if he's playing. I think he's kidding around though.
Do you remember the first time we were on panel with Gregory?
Yes, because I found out a lot of things about him that I didn't know. You know what I mean? So.
Yes. Oh my God, man. Yeah, I was doing the stream from my yard, man. I was almost throwing up. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah, I wonder if he fixed that.
Yeah, I don't know. 2025 might be the year.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine, Vic. I just couldn't imagine that. And I don't know. God bless him, man. You know what? I couldn't imagine. It's almost like, how can I say this? It's almost painful to think that he, I don't want to blow him up. But I ran into this. This was YouTube crying for help and the internet. So I'm gonna play some of it. Then I'm gonna talk about something.
YouTube channel the most.
And it kind of you can't fix your problems on here, and that's why I think I wanted to play this. This is the message.
We just gotta hop right into this.
You're still throwing shit, weirdo. Why are you still throwing shit? Like
he's a YouTuber. Let me put it out there. He's a YouTuber that has a toxic relationship. Now, instead of handling things of not going live and getting rid of this girl if she's the problem, whatever, putting your stuff out there for the people to see can get you in big trouble. This is not helping.
Doing the most. Don't do that. Oh, you do that, you're going to jail. Yup.
Now the guy's a gentleman. He doesn't touch her. He doesn't really curse at her. She's really toxic. She's trying to do everything to trigger him basically and put hands on her or whatever she's aiming for to get him locked up or whatever. But my thing is that people feel bad. If you see the comments, people feel bad for him. But I don't. I think him going live and showing the people, I don't understand it. Why even share this?
Much nah. On my PC and shit, for sure.
Look what she's doing.
I don't know this person anymore. You can get out of here. Nah.
I don't know. Is that rational? Wouldn't you push end the fucking stream and handle your business? Why continue going live?
Yeah. Once again, y'all, this is not over no girl. Never over no female. On my life, this is never over no female.
I swear, man, being a guy in 2024 is the most annoying thing because you got people making.
He did the right thing by calling the police. I say, it's better than the alternative, but still, I think he's wrong for airing it out.
Other YouTubers jumping on this guy. Like, what the hell do people want him to do?
All right, there you go. He's talking.
This is my goodbye to you all. Mom, I love you. You've seen and turned a blind eye to my hurt. I think the dumbass meant to say heart, but whatever. But like you've always said, it's easy for someone like me to go under the radar and go unnoticed. Since a child, I carry this pain with me since I was 4.
Anyway, I think you get the point. I think she. Let me see. I think she gets locked up or something happens.
This is the same guy. This is the same guy. They wrote that.
The cops were called and everything. Yeah, I mean, you know the stigma is that is always the guy and the women lying about men hitting them or putting hands on them. So, and she's really toxic. I think he went live.
Maybe that's why he stayed live. Maybe that's why he stayed live.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he stayed live to show that she's the one that's doing all this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I just wouldn't have. You know what I mean? I think that's what I'm saying. I think he kept going live to have evidence that he wasn't causing any trouble.
Have to be this complicated? Do we have to go through all this turmoil? This chick is a super narcissist, but you know what's even sadder? He's gonna go back with her, I guarantee. Like, they're probably laid up right now. They're probably laid up in the same bed, man, watching all this turmoil on the internet, bro. Toxic relationships, like to where the police get involved. Those two usually never leave each other, man. I'm telling you, they never leave.
He never like. Listen, I've seen. I've witnessed people on here have toxic relationships, and you would think, nah, those two will never get back. And I've seen them actually get back together. So it's weird like that.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
There's the police.
All this started earlier with a little argument. One thing turned to another. And that was that. Like, she's been antagonizing me. I just want her to leave, honestly. Throwing drinks at me and stuff. Like, I just want her removed from my house. This is my apartment.
See, the problem is you just can't throw anybody out. If she has residency there, if she receives any type of mail there, that's her apartment too. You know what I mean? She's been there more. I think it's a month. I think here in Philly. If you're living
right, he's still alive. Cops are walking around.
Yeah. I mean, and to get rid of somebody like that, you just can't do it. It's just not allowed by law. You throw somebody in the street.
It all started from an argument. I asked her to fold some clothes. Then the argument just went from one thing to another. Just got too far. I just want her to leave. That's it.
What did you throw at you? Like what all? I know you said drinks.
Yeah, that's it. Just
But, like,
drinks and
what?
stuff. Other stuff from the counter. I'm good though.
I hear you, but like what all? Like so the Wendy's cup. I mean, what else?
I mean, there's stuff on the floor.
You
I'm
know what it
good.
was?
Huh?
You know what it was?
Nah, just
Your baby.
yeah, I got ID.
Yeah, let's double check if any of those cops is Mike. Yeah, you don't see a Cerrone in there? Okay. Just be sure.
Now, can we buy it on this guy's
Is it
cryptocurrency?
possible? Is it possible if you cannot like say anything out loud, like personal information, because this is live right now. Everything's been live.
Can you? Yeah.
I want to keep it on for my safety.
This audio and video recorded right now on our cameras too. So I'm gonna read it out loud.
It's not illegal what he's doing. You know what I mean? They're suggesting that he turns it off. At this point, you might as well keep
Right.
it on because now you know what I mean.
Yes.
He's been live all this whole time through the turmoil, through the fight. All the evidence is there, so he might as well just keep it on at this point.
I can mute the mic.
Perfect.
So the police made him turn off his live stream, as you guys saw there. I think that's pretty annoying because now his money or his income has stopped.
Yeah. All right. Let me see how it ends.
And focus on the goal. It's so much more cost effective to just do what I just told you. You don't got to worry about this happening. You can just do it, go to the gym, save your money, go back to work, do whatever your plan is, man. Lord have mercy. Yo, I'm scared to get into a relationship because if a chick ruins my I'm a petty dude. I will spend $10,000 in legal fees in order to make sure that you don't wrongfully ruin my equipment that maybe costs $200. Somebody's getting some charges. Like your life is going to be changed forever because you need to learn a lesson because I don't want you to do this to the next guy. So she better be.
I gotta agree with that guy. Yeah, he said he will spend every last dollar basically suing somebody if somebody ruined his PC and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, but yeah. Listen, like I said, I'm gonna throw some random stuff out there. Vic is gonna make it when he can. Vic is a busy man. He's out there helping people like he's always has. Vic, how's this? What's the next step for you, by the way? I know you said it the other day, but I forgot what it was. You got you got the hours done and all that. What else do you have to do?
Yeah, I'm just still I guess got more class time I need to put in and all that. So everything's going good. Yeah, everything's going good. I got a little bit of a break from things because of the with the holidays and everything.
Yeah.
But everything's cool, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, bro.
Yeah.
As far as this,
I got some long-term goals, and long-term plans like we talked about, and in fact, I wasn't going to go to. We have a 7:00 meeting tonight, and I wasn't going to go, but I got a call that an old friend of mine is in town briefly, and he's got a year sober, and I haven't seen him in like 5 years. And the last time I saw him, he was just methed out, and he was asking for me at the noon meeting. So I'm gonna go tonight.
That's
so it's gonna be good to see him, man, because it's these days when people are looking for me, it's a good thing.
Hey,
there was a time in my life when somebody would say, "Hey, man, so and so is looking for you." I would avoid that situation, but I don't have to do that anymore.
I think you enjoy, in a weird way, you enjoy helping people, which is a good thing, and you thrive. I think you're at your best when you're out there helping people. Shout out to Random at Large. As soon as I said Random, he said, "I like random stuff." He has a channel. I just went to it. Yeah, let me go check it out. Random at Large. Yeah, okay. Shout out to Random. But I want to thank everybody that's been since last year. I think I started December of last year.
Yeah.
It was my first live back in this community. And hey, Montrese, shout out to Montrese. Long time no see. Good to see you. And I've been having fun. Listen, thanks to Vic and thanks to the communities that have been supporting me. This channel, keeps growing. and I'm enjoying myself. And bottom line, that's what that's all I want to do. Just laugh. And what I said about Mike earlier, I really mean that. I mean, it's like if he does dumb shit, if he goes on channels and resumes that same behavior, I'll probably cover some of it. But I want to kind of steer away from it a little bit, even if he does come back and does whatever he does, the old Mike. But I want to aim for different stuff, and only you guys can determine what direction I'll go. But I'm enjoying the ride. Trust and believe me. So anyway,
yeah. Right on, brother. Thanks for having me up here, man, and thanks for all you've done for me in the last year. You have no idea.
No, thank you.
I appreciate you,
bro. Yeah, I appreciate you too, Vic. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Montrese, Krishna, Prairie, Pop 5, Willow, Daggy Boy, Atlanta Girl, to the Philippine community that'll watch us later. I have the best, what you call that? I have the best replay crew on YouTube. I swear to God, I do. Because remember, I think in the Philippines it's nighttime or something, so they wake up and rewatch my stuff. So and they leave comments and all that, and I really do appreciate that. I really do. So thank you so much. Namaste to the Indian community. All right, Vic. Thank you so much, Pop 5. Shout out to Pop 5. I hope he resumes his lives. He had a little interesting lives. I did enjoy them.
Very strange. Very strange.
I try to find out. Maybe I can help him anyway. I think you have a better chance of communicating. I think he's near you. But if anything I can do to help, just reach out. All right.
Yeah, he's not that far. All right, brother. Take care, man. Much love.
All right, guys. So I'll leave you with the old Angel Newfound Life reacts. Yeah, let me play this one. All right, guys. Take care. Have a great rest of the weekend. I'll probably be right on it. Yeah, Pop 5, anytime, man. Anytime. If you need any type of tips, anything I can do to help you. Rinky. What's going on, Rinky? Long time no see, Rinky. I haven't seen you since last year. Anyway, somebody said that they haven't seen me or they'd like to see me. There you go. See? Angel Newfoundland. All right, guys? There you go. All right, so I'll leave you with that, man. My blessings, everybody. Be nice to each other. Be good to each other. Enjoy each other. Enjoy your time. Make the best of it. Aim high and all that good stuff. And I'll see you sometime next week. All right, guys? Peace, love. Angel Newfound Life Reacts. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I got family business to take care of. Family's here to maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. I don't know. I gotta change the whole schedule as far as me going live. I want to go more, but it's a lot to. It's hard to explain, but I'll try to go live more often if I can. But thank you so much, everybody. I enjoy you guys. Hey, honeybees. I was just earlier on the stream. I was talking about Vic and I hope that he's okay. And if he's watching, give me a call, buddy. Give me a call. I'm not even mad at you at this point. You know what I mean? So hopefully he's all right. Good to see everybody. Hit the like button for Angel Newfound Life. Mr. B, I did that Temptation song just for you, buddy. I know you. Last year you asked me for some Temptation songs, and I don't think I ever did one. So I specifically did that one. It was fun to make, actually. But yeah, let me get out of here, guys. Peace, love, Angel Newfound Life. Reacts. Bye, guys.